Hello, guys. We're here for another episode of the Great Brand Reset, and this is episode 4, where we're going to discover your superpower. So, the journey to discovering your brand starts with understanding what is within you first. So, one of it is knowing what you're good at and what experience you have and how you can contribute to the community and society. So, and that's as easy as using this simple model. I think this model has a lot of names. You're going to find the sweet spot of your ability. I think some people call it the Ikigai model. It comes out to three things. Some people use four quadrants, but for today's example, it's just three quadrant, and it's basically three things. You got to know what you're good at, what you love doing, and what pays you. So you're gonna find the answer to these three questions. And it's three different quadrants. What you can do is you're gonna grab a piece of paper or you can draw a canvas and you just need to draw these three circles intersecting each other. And one circle, you're gonna know what you love doing, what gets you excited, what you can talk about endlessly. If I give you an hour, you can talk about it over and over again. And then you can think about what pays you. Uh, what is it that you do that gets you paid each day or anytime? And then what is one thing that you're good at, you have mastery at, or people comment that, hey, this is something you're really good at. So you're gonna find these three things, and then find that small little intersection there where all the three things overlap. That's your sweet spot, and that sweet spot will become your superpower. And that superpower will be the one to solve problems that other people face, and that power will be developed into your offer, your product, or your brand, and all it has to start with is probably from here. And in order to facilitate this conversation, I have actually prepared some questions that you can think about. So, some of the question is, what are your personal interests or hobbies? So, uh, since you're young, there are probably hobbies that you're interested in. You love collecting things. You love to talk about things. You love to sing. You love to dance. You love to draw. Probably you love tea. That's what your interest is. Or what do you love to enjoy doing? I love to drink tea. Or I love to eat. So this can be something related to your brain. It may not be necessarily whereby you love tea or you love to eat, and suddenly your brand or your product has to be about food. It's just going to be a reflection of your interest. But this is the starting point. And another one, maybe we look at different angle. What do others generally ask you for advice about? It could be relationship advice, it could be work advice, it could be business advice, or even how to draw, how to sing, any related advice. Or maybe for some, where to find the best eating spots. That could be advice as well. And how do you feel? Uh, what kind of help or support do you feel most comfortable giving? Whereby if someone asks you for help with a related topic, you can instantly get up and help them and solve the problem. So that is a question you can think about. Now, third segment is, this is a little bit deeper. What are some of the personal challenges that you have overcome? So, if I mean, in this journey of ours, definitely there has been obstacles where we really had to rally or use all our resources, energy, knowledge, and experience to overcome. Maybe look upon that journey of that, where you had to make that breakthrough to become a new person. Uh, what was that journey like? What was that challenge? List that down, break it apart, who was involved, what do you have to do, and that could actually be a starting point to discovering something about yourself which you never knew about. So, what were the personal challenges that you have overcome? And next up is, this is a bit more interesting, it's a bit more fun. What are the groups, organizations, or people that you've worked with in the past? So probably you've volunteered for certain groups, or this could be your school curriculum activities, or this could be a passion group that you're associated with, or could be the company you're working with, or the company you want to work with, or probably you subscribe to certain newsletter, or you follow certain pages on Instagram or Facebook or TikTok. List those down and think about what is it that makes them, what are they common, what common factors do they have. And then think about what kind of problems were they trying to solve, or what problems do you think they have been able to solve. So problems doesn't need to be something. It's not a serious thing whereby they help me cure cancer or they help me solve my health issues. Problems can be as minute as uh, how to upload something on Facebook, how to run advertisement, or where to find the best food for birthdays, or where to find the best food in the central part of Singapore, or how to set up your internet. That could be all small problems. It doesn't need to be grand problems when you talk about problems. And next, think about, were they able to solve the problems, and why not if they were not able to? They not being able to solve a problem, but you identifying their inability to solve that problem could be an opportunity for you to expand and learn more about and share with people how they can actually solve those problems. So there's 4 items so far. And based on the previous response, at least 3 problems that you feel can be solved immediately. I think I'll spend more time about problems tomorrow. But for now, just think about that sweet spot. Because when you have the problem and that sweet spot, what you're going to have is innovation. Innovation is actually the starting point, the seed for discovering what your brand truly represents. So again, let's look at this again. You got to find your sweet spot. Think about all those questions. Take your time to do this. You don't need to rush through this. Some of you may be able to do this really, really fast. Some of you will need really some time and a lot more conversations with your friends and family in order to fill this up. And some of you may not be able to fill this up at all, and that is perfectly fine. For those of you who find that your circles are somewhat empty, my recommendation is to really look at what excites you each day and double down on researching on those topics. And then find organizations or associations related to those topics. And then try to help and support them and offer value to them and learn from them as much as possible. And revisit this circle again, and you'll find that you'll be able to fill it up more confidently as well. So this circle is one of the things that you can do in your great brand reset project. I'll be spending some time on my own to fill this up as well, to find what is it I'm good at, what I love, and what pays me as well. Don't be surprised that you guys may have some ideas or items which overlaps idea of the circles, and that's good, that's common. For example, if you're good at singing but no one pays you for singing, then, and it's what you love, so you might find that you're intersecting between the black and the gray circle. So for some of you, you might be good at you might not be good at singing, but it's what you love and no one pays you, so you stay in the black circle. For some of us, you might be good at singing and it's what pays you, pays your bills, but it's not what you love. Then you are intersecting between the gray and the white circle. When that happens, you are getting closer to the sweet spot. So some of you will be asking, how do I get to the center? And it's as simple as knowing what the next step. So for example, I'm good at singing, is what I love, but it doesn't pay me. So what you can do is research what are the jobs related to singing that you can explore. So you can find out how to solve those jobs or to do those jobs so that you can get an opportunity to get paid doing what you love. And that brings you closer to the final intersection, that yellow spot. So you have different starting points. It's not going to be a permanent spot either. It doesn't have to be a permanent spot. What's important is you get started filling up either the circles, and then you can start planning how to move towards to finding that sweet spot if you have none of it. If you already have that sweet spot right from the start, you know that, for example, training and speaking is what I love doing, is what I know I'm good at, and it pays me as well. So that's my sweet spot, and that's what I'm going to continue to do and double down and share more ideas and inspirations how more people can get involved doing that as well. So I'll just keep focusing on that. But let's say if that's not what I'm good at, but it pays me, it was a love, I just had to figure out how to get better at it. That brings me to the sweet spot. So I'm going to wrap up today's session. Unknowingly, I've got cross past about 10 minutes. But if you guys have questions about finding your superpower, which is that sweet spot of yours, you can just drop me a message or comment on the video, and we can have a chat about it to help you find that superpower. So, yep, that's all, guys. Thanks and goodbye.